Hello and welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 8th of August, 2015. The moon today is in the early portion of the sign of Gemini, as it will be transiting its way through the nakshatra of Ashwini. I don't think, I know. I don't think you know either. So why go to such an extent to prove that you know the right thing to do? The moment that you think you know something beyond the shadow of a doubt is the instant when you tempt fate to prove to you that you actually know nothing. And even though it may not feel so, uplifting to learn that you know nothing, it actually is uplifting, right? Because you stand to be enlightened further. You stand to grow more from a situation. And that obviously is not a bad thing, is it? You don't need to prove you are right today. You simply need to do what is right. And there's nothing that you need to prove and much that you need to learn. And accepting as much is the right thing to do. Rohini is a moksha-driven nakshatra. It has at its heart the goal of liberation. And even if today you don't have the goal of liberation or freeing yourself from a particular set of circumstances, well, the nakshatra of Rohini does. And what is it wanting to free you from? Well, by its actions and by its awakening you to something that you actually don't know, it's wanting you to grow. And it's wanting you to learn, and it's wanting you to expand, and it's wanting you ultimately to evolve. Rohini is connected with Brahma, the creative aspect of God. So basically, what happens through Rohini is a new form is created. A new way of looking at life is integrated. A new path is embarked upon. All these happen through the nakshatra of Rohini, which is actually ruled by the moon. So the moon is very happy in this particular nakshatra. The moon ultimately is related to consciousness, our capacity to reflect. Our capacity to reflect upon information that we're receiving, to see that information correctly, to perceive it rightly. All of that can happen through Rohini, right? And with this particular nakshatra, we take that information and we grow from it. The lunar tithi that we're in today is Krishna Dashami. With Krishna Dashami, it's about doing what is right, even if doing what is right means having to go through a learning experience, having to go through difficulties, having to let go of something to which you have a great level of attachment. Through doing so, you're actually taking the right steps. So it's important today to just do what is right, not to try to prove that you know what is right. If you try to prove that you know what is right, well, ultimately that's going to lead you to the solar lunar yoga encounter, which is Vyagata, which basically means beating or going through a threshing process. What is threshing? Well, grain used to be gathered in baskets when grain was gathered, and it was threshed, shaken back and forth in order to separate the wheat from the chaff. Now, what particularly happens with Vyagata energy is you might go through some difficult experiences in order to be shown where you have become more ego attached and where you need to relinquish something in order to now move forward in a more enlightened and holistic manner. If you need a little bit of assistance in a particular aspect of your life, if you're feeling stuck, coming up against a brick wall, well, I'm happy to help with those particular circumstances. I do offer a vast range of astrological services, which are available through the astrological services page of my website. You should see a button in the upper right-hand corner of this video. If you click on that button, that will take you to my astrological services page, where you can schedule your particular astrological service. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 8th of August, 2015. Until tomorrow, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.